Unlock the secrets to turning your passion for content creation into thriving business. In today's digital age, content creators have an array of monetization strategies at their fingertips. Just as we delve into the 10-ish powerful ways to monetize your content, driving engagement, revenue, and success in the ever evolving online landscape. Get ready to transform your creativity into a lucrative venture while captivating the audience and boosting your SEO presence.
Welcome to Content Creators Connect. Here we are all about encouraging the 3 C's, connecting with others via video, a content development that builds your personal brand, and creators sharing their experiences despite their distance.
My friends, the C3 team member leading this evening is Kevin, also known as ClasicMac to his online community. He is a strong advocate in finding low-cost tools to help you in your live streaming journey.
Now, I have a couple questions for you both. First, do you remember when you hit that go live button? What sparked your journey? Was it the thrill of potentially making some cash, or did you jump in it with a burning desire to share your knowledge and passions with a larger, eager audience? And number two, fast forward to now, after countless hours of streaming adventures, what monetization avenues have caught your eye along the way? Are you drawn to sponsorships, subscriptions, perhaps something else entirely different? Why don't we start with you, Dori?
Whoa, boy, that is a loaded question. Okay, so many, many, many moons ago, I started my video journey before live was a thing. I did not have intention of making money from my videos per se. I was making videos for a network marketing company that I was a part of at the time. So I think the best explanation is the videos were going to hopefully supplement the income by growing the audience. But in all honesty, it's always been about the message for me. It's always been about sharing my journey, sharing my ideas out there with the world in hopes of just reaching one person. So I really never thought about the video itself making money. Fast forward to today, the same holds true. I have not looked into monetization of my content. I don't know why. I feel like there's a potential there, especially with things like my technology knowledge and ability to teach. I could definitely do something like a subscription program, a coaching program. There are definitely things I could do. I always just feel like it would take away from the connection with my peeps and undermine it. I don't know if that even makes any sense, but I have not honestly thought of ways that I could monetize other than just, the random fancy tossing around in my head. Now, I know that is in direct opposition to what Manny is about to say, so I'm going to kick it over to him.
Awesome. Well, yes, that is actually like an opposite way that I would personally take a look at it. But that's also the social media marketing in myself, and that's my business. I network all the time. When I first hit that go live, and it's so funny because live video, it's probably it's still less than 10 years. But if you guys remember Periscope, you guys remember that one? That
Yes.
was like the first live that a lot of people were starting to catch a little traction on, and then it became, I don't even remember, but that's what first sparked my journey. But it wasn't for business purposes at that time. It was more for the back of my mind, oh, this could be good for business. But when I first clicked it, it was more for number one, I'm gonna be too scared to do this thing. And I think my very first time was more like recording racquetball stuff, as a coach. That was really it. But what kept it going was the potential for the business side of things. And I could remember early on, and you're really starting to get some things thinking in my head when videos just became a first thing. And I always knew, man, this could help business. This could help business. A lot of people are starting to talk about it. But the flip side is I'm scared to get in front of that camera type stuff, right? And so fast forward to now with all of the streaming that goes on. Yes, I'm always thinking of different monetization ways, but I also do monetize my content. So I have monetization coming from YouTube all the time. I have monetization coming from the different avenues that I use for my call to actions in my videos. Like, what do I want them to do next? Some type of powerful call to action to help with you. This is what I'm hoping that they do, whether it's contact me, but there's always something there that's like, okay, let's get some engagement going. Let's build the trust. Let's warm them up so that ultimately it leads to something, whether it's a sponsorship, because I'm always looking to monetize through sponsorships, especially as I have growing channels. And so for me, absolutely, I think about the monetization version of content creation all the time. I love it when I see a lot of these content creators actually doing this full time. It's like, wow, you're getting paid from all the sponsorships, from all the different ways to just basically create content. Now, as the three of us are content creators, I think if we can actually see how that would be a fit in our world, we probably would like go straight to that avenue, but it takes a little practice, of course. My friends, if this is the type of content that you'd like to see more of, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever we go live. On to you, buddy Kevin.
All right, thank you so much, Manny. And yeah, the mindset you have for monetization, that definitely is going in through the back of my mind. But as with a lot of us, it's like, okay, now I need to find some time to be able to do that and get things together and start that whole journey. And today's presentation, hopefully some of those ideas are actually going to fit into your timeline. So why don't we just jump on in? Where are we here? So content creators and fellow enthusiasts of the digital realm, welcome to the monetization extravaganza. Today we're going to dive headfirst into the thrilling world of monetization, which perks everybody's ears up, where creativity meets cash flow. Like, picture this: you're a content wizard conjuring up videos, blogs, or podcasts that captivate audiences worldwide. But wait, there's more. You just don't want applause. You want those sweet, sweet coins jingling in your digital pockets. So grab your virtual popcorn, adjust your pixelated crowns, and let's explore the magical pathways to turning your passion into profit. So the question that we have is, why monetize? Well, because even unicorns need to pay rent. One thing to make note is no one size fits all. Just like two snowflakes, there's no two strategies that are identical. Stay tech savvy. Learn about new tools and like a digital Sherlock. The more you know, the more golden doors you'll unlock. Audience archaeology. Dig into your previous data. Survey your followers, host live Q&As. Understand their desires like a content whisperer. So let's just dive into the 10-ish uh, tips that I have for you in terms of monetization strategies for content creators. First one, as most of you are all familiar with, advertisements. Like display ads on your website, blog, or YouTube channel. Platforms like Google AdSense allow you to earn revenue based on impressions and clicks. Yes, YouTube ads are like the sprinkles on your content cupcake, but don't stop there. Explore other platforms too: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and beyond. Monetize like a boss. Subscription models offer premium content or exclusive access to subscribers. Platforms like Patreon allow fans to support you on a recurring basis. The next one, which is a big one in the content creation world, affiliate marketing. Promotes products or services through affiliate links. When someone makes a purchase using your link, you earn a commission. Become an affiliate wizard. Recommend products that you love. Sprinkle those magical affiliate links and earn some commissions. Your audience trusts you, so guide them to those treasure chests, also known as awesome products. The next item, sponsored content, which a lot, like Manny was talking about earlier. Collaborate with brands to create sponsored posts, videos, or social media content. Brands will pay you for featuring their products in your content. Brands will want to waltz with you, negotiate sponsorships, create authentic content, and sprinkle brand magic into your videos. Remember, it's a tango, not a sprint. And this one definitely has caught my eye several times and has got my gears spinning in my head. Selling digital products. Create and sell ebooks, online courses, stock photos, or digital templates related to your niche. So many opportunities out there, and with the progression of AI creating the content, it is yours to use and the method that you feel is appropriate. Because it's creating it from scratch. You're not copying it from somebody else. It becomes your own content. So why not create something that you are able to monetize? The next item, merchandise. Design and sell branded merchandise such as t-shirts, mugs, and stickers. So why be a mere content creator when you can be a content curator? Create your own online store. Sell merch, digital downloads, or even unicorn-shaped stress balls. And this is getting more and more popular in terms of people with multiple amounts of content to share. Webinars and workshops. Like host a webinar or a workshop on topics relevant to your audience. Consulting or coaching. Offer personalized advice or coaching sessions to individuals or businesses. See, you're the professor and your audience is hungry for your knowledge. Teach them how to knit quantum scarves or decode cat language. Create courses and share your wisdom. And this is very, very interesting. When I was doing some research, we all sort of hear about the term freelancing, but what is freelancing? Freelancing is the art of being your own boss, taking on projects, and offering your skills and expertise to clients on a contract basis. Content creators, as a content creator, you're already halfway there. Your creativity and talents can be your own freelance superpowers. And how to find freelance gigs? Freelance platforms explore Explore different platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer. Bid on projects, dazzle clients with your proposals, and win gigs. You can also do the cold pitching route as well. Research companies or individuals who need content. Craft personalized pitches and knock on their digital doors. Referrals is a great way to get gigs as well. Happy clients spread the word. Ask for referrals. They're like golden breadcrumbs leading to more gigs. And if you actually have something that needs funding, you could do the crowdfunding route. Crowdfunding is like a digital hat passing ceremony. You present your creative project to the world, and people toss coins or dollars into the hat and bring it to life. Like launch a Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign. Rally your troops or fans to fund your next epic adventure, and they will help you possibly get that seed money to be able to get your idea into product creation. Now that we've gone through 10, here are the ish ones that I wanted to add on. There's tons of opportunities in, like we said, in the digital realm now. Live streaming, monetize live streams on platforms like Twitch or YouTube through donations, sponsorships, or ads. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, create and sell unique digital assets on a blockchain platform if you are into the tech space. Membership sites, create a membership only website excuse me, or community where subscribers pay for premium content. Like we're saying on with Twitch and for YouTube, donation and tips. You can set up buttons also on your website or social media profiles. Sites like Coffee, ko-fi.com, buymeacoffee.com, or a tip jar from convertkit.com. You can also write sponsored articles. Partner with brands to write a sponsored blog post or an article for them. Create a mobile app if you're very tech savvy. Develop an app related to your content and monetize it through ads or in-app purchases. And this is a big one too. If you're very, very creative, license your content. If you are a photographer, a musician, or a videographer, license your photo, your videos, or music to be used in ads, film, or videos. So that is just one other way to monetize your talents. And remember that the digital universe is your playground. Mix and match these strategies, sprinkle stardust, and watch your earnings soar. And remember, it's important to consider diversifying over many income streams, as individual income streams may have peaks and valleys how it resonates with your audience. So I'm very curious to hear more from my fellow cohorts here. I love this quote, and feel free to use it. Content is king, but engagement is queen, and she rules the house. So mix and match like a cosmic DJ. Blend these methods. Create your unique symphony of income. So go forth. May your bank account be as full as a treasure chest in a pixelated RPG. And I've just scratched the surface with each of these strategies presented today. Let me know down in the comments if you would like us to dive deeper into any of these specific ones. I'm very curious to see which ones sparked your interest today. So with that, I am Very curious to hear if there were any that were brand new to Dori and to Manny, and if there were any that you have sort of dabbled in before, and what what exactly is whispering in your ear as to what your next step is going to be. So, why don't we head on over to, let's see, yeah, the couple of questions for you. Which of the concepts that I've shared today are brand new to you or offered a new perspective? And more importantly, which ones are already whispering plans of implementation into your ear? So, why don't we head on over into Dori and hear what she has to say?
Well, that was an incredibly extensive and awesome list. Like, I was taking notes. So for those that are watching, you hop into the YouTube comments. There's a summary of notes there from Kevin. I will tell you, I've heard of most of them, which I don't think would be a shock. I think most content creators in the space have heard of ways to make money. I think it's more of a roadblock of implementation of tools and not necessarily knowing exactly where to get started. So I will tell you, as I was listening to a lot of the tips and the strategies that you were giving, a lot of them, like light bulbs were going off over my head. Like, I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. But here's my problem. I have always struggled with the idea of charging for coaching or teaching content to people because I have already established a routine that people come to me a lot for tech advice or help. Um, they always call me like their personal tech support,
Mm-hmm.
just because. And I think honestly, like, this is my struggle and this is my roadblock. How do I move from something that has just been innately part of me, and maybe it's because I'm a teacher, to now trying to turn it into a business proposition and make money off of my knowledge and my ability to teach that knowledge to others? So I don't think for me it's a situation of, oh, none of these things would apply. I think the contrary, a lot of them would apply. Um, the asking for referrals, the tips, selling digital products and courses. Like, I'm just going through my notes here that I took. Private subscriptions for, like, here's my free content. And if you want to dive deeper, you want to get more personal access to me, here's a subscription coaching plan. Like, yeah, at one point I have thought about each and every one of those. But at the end of the day, I always scratch it off my list because nobody's going to pay me for stuff that they already come to me for free. And I know that that is a really crappy thing to think as a content creator, because I don't think it puts out that I value my own abilities and my own knowledge. I do, but dot dot dot.
No, I can totally relate to that because working in a nonprofit area, I know the struggle to actually pay for resources like that. But you can even start something very, very small. Is you have continued doing what you're doing, but what if you made an ebook, sold it for $5 on Amazon? And it's just a list of all the common questions that you always get asked. And then just once put it onto your social media saying, hey, I've helped a lot of people. These are some of the common questions that we have. And here's a little book that may be able to help. And then that can just sort of, it's not replacing, but it's in addition to your existing services. And if people purchase it, and one of the strategies I was looking at is if you're actually creating an ebook, give it out to free to some people so they can review it and do a positive review on the Amazon review. So once you get that, have a few purchases go on, then the algorithm is going to get it going. So your product may be placed in front of people you've never even met before, but they're looking for that specific type of content. And that's an evergreen type of way to earn some money as well. So it's not going to your target audience, it's going to the Amazon audience, which is the world. So
I like
that's
that.
another.
I like that.
So it's not, like I said, not replacing what you're currently doing, because you're very invested in the relationships you have with your audience, which is 100% understandable. So it's maybe just a product that you put on the side as well, taking what you've learned from your audience and saying, hey, this is common amongst my audience. Maybe there's a larger audience out there that could benefit from me creating an ebook.
I like that idea a lot. Thank you. What about you, Manny? What do you think about the topics that Kevin shared?
I absolutely love them, and I love that you hit on so many of them. Like I did not see you talking about NFT, so even you throwing that out there, not that I understand a lot of that. You know, that's over my head, but the fact that you brought it out there as an option, I thought that was awesome, and that you hit on affiliate marketing, which I truly believe if you love creating content around videos, find a product that someone else can hold, and you with your content can help sell that product, and that's how you can easily make commission, because I've done that so many times. A couple of things that I'm currently using, I am currently using Buy Me a Coffee. I have started my merch store, but I haven't launched it for my true crime channel. That is something that I have been it's been on my plate for a long time to get done, but something that I have been wanting to implement, and I haven't dove into it yet. And you basically helped me cut that time in half. But the tip jar, I've definitely been wanting to get that up and going. Because obviously I see that within a lot of true crime channels. And so that has definitely been something. So to know that I can find that at convertkit.com, thank you so much for that one. Membership sites, I've had a lot of experience creating membership sites on Kartra, Kajabi, and really getting an idea of the value. And when I used to teach a class where I created this online class where I just taught people social media marketing, try to help hold them accountable. And when I created it, that was the membership site that I created. And that was a great way to keep everyone a part of the community. So you really did bring some great ideas on how a person can, start or as I would like to say, as part of that, multiple streams of income. You're talking about different ways to monetize your business and your value. Dori, I do want to hit on what you said, obviously, because it hit my heart a little bit. When I think about you, because we have jumped online multiple times, and you're quick to say, no, don't worry about it. And of course, I would PayPal you. There's been a few times where you're like, no, don't send me. But you got to also think about the value of your time involved. If you jump online with someone for an hour of your time, you yourself are not really valuing your time if you just give it away all the time. One of the things that I like to do, especially if it's a techie thing, if I have a techie client that I'm helping with, give them a little piece like, hey, you have a problem. Let's jump on a Zoom. Let's talk about the problem. And if you can help solve the problem, it'll be this much for an hour of my time, or this much to help you solve the problem, because you gave them the free advice. You gave them the free by getting on there, helping them see what the problem could be. And you can tell them like, hey, if you go check out this video here, that will help you. But if you want me to help you do it, again, if it's going to take you an hour of your time, you really got to put a value on it. Now, granted, like I am guilty like that, but to me, because I have a lot of one-to-ones in networking, So to me, a one-to-one is generally going to be about an hour in my head. There is no charge, right? So a lot of times if someone wants some like Canva help, I did a Canva training for a couple ladies a week ago, and I didn't charge them for that because it was like to me it's like a one-to-one. I want to give. But here's the flip side. Now they want me to come back and teach their office, and I told them the price on that. So you see, it's okay to give them the free to help you try to take it to the next step. Because to me, give away the value, but try to have a door open to help get it to the next set of values that you can offer. So I think that this is key in your mindset, because I know that you love helping people, but you also can't give away the farm because you're as busy as the next person, right? So something to think about, because there are so many options. And as I've shared with you, especially when it comes to technology, a lot of people struggle with technology. I'm pretty decent at technology, but how many times am I reaching out to you guys with I'm stuck here or I'm stuck there, right? Or I'm reaching out to my buddy Kevin, well, hey, I'm stuck here. So there's always someone that's a step ahead of us, right? Reach out. It's easy. But if they're going to help you solve a lot of problems, I don't want to take up a lot of your time and not pay you for your time, because your time is valuable. So it's a value proposition as well. So that's kind of my thought on that, Dori. As you were talking, I was like, you don't want to give it all away.
I know, I know. But I think we have a unique perspective because the three of us are creators and we understand the whole ROI for our time investment and things. So I think that your take on, me hopping on a call and helping you is different than, you know, my sister, I mean, not like I would charge my sister money. Okay, let me just put that out there. That's not what I meant by that example. Deb, if you're watching, that's not what I meant. But it's just, I think not to beat a dead horse, but I think when people look at me, I think they just see teacher first.
Makes
And
sense.
so, and
Yeah.
then it's just, well, that's your job, is to teach and help people, And so I think that it's very hard. It's like when you walk through a grocery store and you see your students, it's hello, Mrs. Spencer. Hey, DSpence. It's not, obviously they don't refer to me as Dori outside of school because there's a teacher student relationship there. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird jumble in my brain. It makes sense what I'm saying to me, but it may not make sense to other people.
It makes
Um,
sense to me.
I totally understand what you're saying, but once again, you have the skills there, but you're not trying to sell those skills to your existing audience. There's an audience out there that are screaming and willing to throw money at you for those
Yes.
skills. So I'm thinking, try to think more of as an entrepreneur for after you're done teaching and retiring. Like, what wouldn't it be great to have several ebooks out there that are evergreen and just free income coming in while you're sitting having a Mai Tai on the beach?
yes. You don't have to even finish that question. The answer is yes. I do want to take a minute and point out, Kevin, there were some really key takeaways that I think are worth really kind of circling back to. The first one being, it's important to survey your audience to find out what truly matters most to them. And then that will help you craft content that will eventually get monetized because you have more people coming and putting their eyeballs on there. So I thought that was really, really important. Um, and, the idea of subscription models, I really like the way you phrase that, where it's allowing your fans to support you on a recurring basis. So it's not necessarily about you charging for a service, it's about them showing gratitude for the content that they are receiving from you. So I really like the language that you use there.
And can
Um,
I just add on to that as well? And this would actually help Manny as well. That if you're actually going live on YouTube with your true crime stuff, super chats, subscribing and getting that set up, that's a way for your fan base to support you as well.
yep, agreed. And then this was probably one of my big soundbite takeaways. Why just be a content creator when you can be a content curator? And I love that. I love that. And then for those just that need a reminder, the 3 websites that you mentioned, the first was Coffee, which is spelled ko-fi.com. The second being Buy Me a Coffee. They're very similar. And then the last one, ConvertKit, to get your, what was it that you have to get
A
from there?
tip jar. But if you go to that website, there's so many resources that are available for you, and they have different price plans as well. And the free one has so many goodies on there as well. So definitely go and check it out. Hashtag not
Awesome.
sponsored.
All right. I think we are going to kick it over to you, Kevin, to sum it up for tonight.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to listen and go through those 10 ish tips on how to monetize your content. And one I did not talk about, but we have covered before, is to one more additional way to help with your passion to profit journey is to start a podcast. I'm surprised I didn't even include that as part of my list, but Manny went through the steps of how to do this, and I highly recommend that you go and revisit this show to review his awesome tips. And that was on April the 30th of last year, so coming up almost a year ago, but it's still relevant today. So I know Dori is probably going to go drop that link into our chat so you can go and take a look. And the title of it, How to Create a Podcast on YouTube.
And if you enjoy content like this, and who would not find it useful, we would love it if you would like and subscribe. Sharing our content is also an amazing way to spread the love. Visit our website for information on all the ways that you can connect with us. It is right on over there, linktr.ee/content creators connect. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and X. And also drop down into the comments below and let us know what kind of content you would like to see from us in the future.
Awesome. Thank you for joining Content Creators Connect, aka C3, tonight as we saw Kevin talk about content monetization. We will return next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will dive into ephemeral content and its influence on user engagement. And we're going to do a comparison on the different platforms. And does it matter on the length? We will be multicasting live to YouTube, Facebook, and X. So be sure to join us. Until then, we urge you to identify and lean into your 3 C's. Start today creating unique content that builds connections and breaks down those barriers. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.